this, I will be showing you through these on the bottom here. You shall start with the PC configurator if you'd like to open. There we go. Okay, so here you can see the mouse wheel axis. This was used for the scrolling animations, so you can zoom in and out. The left mouse button at the top there. This was all recently set up. This allows you to zoom in and out to the car by double clicking. So that's all that done. I'm going to try and keep this brief compared to the Archers, which I ran out of little time. Here we can see around all the mirrors and stuff up here, the cameras dotted around the car, all from different angles. None of them in the same true place, including this one in the interior, which was a little difficult to set up. Next we move to the player camera, or the bottom camera, sorry. You can see the AFK timer here. So when the player goes idle for at least 20 seconds, it begins the AFK event. Cycling through the sequencer. Here we have the rotation. This is how we can drag around the car through a set angle, a set axis, sorry, as well as the scroll again. These all have the AFK timer linked up to them, so if the player activates any one of these events, it will stop the AFK timer. You can see the focal events, so the player is locked at this area. The idea is they start with the player spawn, as you can kind of see it inside the car. That allows them to view the entire car, instead of if the player spawns to the left it would be a bit strange, so you'd only see half the car. Next to the ML configurator we have the double mouse click, the macros. Excuse me. Here we have the variant. There it is. Here we have the variant manager. As you can see I have the hazards, the wheels. The wheels were a test, they didn't work out too well. We have the spoiler that is in use on the UI, the lights also in use, and the Lotus body that is for the preset colors. Moving on to the camera, we have all of the functions used to make it be able to rotate, zoom in, double click, and the AFK. You can see that. Moving on to the BPL configurator. This has most of the main parts to it. BPI configurator, sorry. Got the AFK timer, the free camera that allows us to reset the camera from the set cameras in the UI, which will be shown later. The select camera, custom colors, and variant. Variant and custom colors play a very important part. Here we have doors. This is what allows both doors, or one of each, to open. Gives them a specific memory location. Moving on to the GM configurator, this is our game mode. As you can see, the default phone class will be our camera, and the player controller class will be our PC configurator, so it can use all those settings we set up. And then moving on to the AFK sequence. Here's not really much to show, it's the camera moving around for when the player goes AFK. Has a little track around the car. Welcome to the main body of the car. I tried to put as much of it as I could into one blueprint. As you can see, I've got the main AFK blueprint here. This is where I've been working on most recently. As you can see, linked to the player, this is what's going to start the AFK sequence. And it starts somewhere at the top. This is our variant manager. This allows us to change between all the set colors, spoilers, everything like that. The custom color, this is linked to the UI through a special event. It calls out the event sets a custom color from the UI from here. Allows us to set it's quite long, because I didn't realize you could put them all into one piece of code that I forgot the name of, so I had to do them all manually. Here is the UI. This allows us to lock the player's mouse, but in this case we're not going to, because the AFK and moving the camera around. There was no need for that anymore. Okay, the door functionality, again I used the flip-flop idea from ArchViz, so I wouldn't have to put two events of like open, close, open, close, open, close. Have timelines for each door, and one in the middle for both. Here's the free camera, and the select cameras. Free camera allows us to rotate freely around the cars we desire, and the select cameras use those ones you saw earlier. I've got the variables there. 15 seconds left to explain the HUD, so maybe quick. We have choose your paint, interactive widget that pops up, that you can change the paint to the car. We have the cameras that pop up, set cameras and free camera, and finally we have the style.